All right, welcome into Game Night. I am Derek Forrest. Joining me today on the show is Tiger Munn, and we've got a lot to talk about as always. But unfortunately, I heard you guys did a show over the weekend.
We did.
Where you guys talked about whether or not Brandon Ayuk is worth talking about anymore.
Yeah, me and Jake had that conversation. We both kind of agreed on that conversation. But Brandon Ayuk is the gift that keeps on giving.
He is. He is. Because over the weekend, he decided to go to social media.
Again.
And post some things.
Again.
One of the things we're going to, obviously, he had a little monologue that he wanted to get off of his chest. But did you see the picture? We didn't talk about this. Did you see the picture of him shirtless in his jeans wearing a Commander's hat?
Yeah, like we were just like, dude, what are we doing here? Where's the pen? Where's the paper?
Yeah. But this is what we get when we talk about Brandon Ayuk at this point. He clearly wants to be a Washington Commander.
Yeah, I'd hope.
He
at least.
Clearly doesn't want to be in San Francisco anymore. But there's just drama. Don't you think he should just show up to camp? If he goes to camp, and maybe he's trying to make a point, right? Like maybe one day someone will get the exclusive for Brandon Ayuk and he'll sit down and he'll be like, this is why I did what I did. But if you go to camp, if you report, 49ers are forced to pay you, which they don't want to pay you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to release you probably once you do that.
Yeah.
But instead, he hasn't reported, so he doesn't get paid, and the 49ers are going to continue to sit.
Also, it just shows how much
it's like this stalemate between the two. Yeah.
It shows how much money these guys make.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully it shows how much money, and he's good with his money, and he's like, you know what? I don't need it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We're not in the business of pocket watching, but we are in the business of watching the depth chart. If it's that simple, I don't know. I would just go to practice. And like, they would have to be forced to either play me or pay me or release me. That seems like kind of what he wants at this point, but I don't know, because it's getting to the point where it's like, is all of this drama worth the production he's going to give? This isn't Justin Jefferson. This isn't Jamar Chase. This isn't even CeeDee Lamb. Like, this is like, Brandon Ayuk's a good receiver, but even at his peak, I wouldn't say he's even I wouldn't say close, but I wouldn't even say he's like in the ballpark of those guys. These are elite receivers. Ayuk's very good. Just it's tiring talking about this situation, and I'm just thinking like, man, what if they drafted Cardell Tate? Will we still be dealing with this? But pen to paper, let's get it on with like Brandon. Come on, man, let's get something going.
Well, that's the thing. If they did draft Cardell Tate, they wouldn't be dealing with this because they wouldn't even be thinking about getting Brandon Ayuk. But I'm curious. This will never happen until this guy retires as well, and we'll probably have like 8 to 10 years on that. What does Antonio Williams think about the whole thing? Because he's probably like, what about me?
Yeah,
like,
that is a good point, yeah.
But that might motivate him to play even better.
Maybe this is a big psyop by Dan Quinn to get Antonio Williams to be Rookie of the Year.
Imagine.
Maybe.
That would be big brain.
Maybe. 180 IQ move? Like, hey.
Yeah.
Quinn has said he says things to the media to get his players riled up, so maybe he's doing this too.
I don't know. But let's listen to what Brandon Ayuk had to say over the weekend, and then we can break it down even more.
You know, like them kids when they don't get picked for the basketball game at the court, but they the ones that brought the ball. So they like, all right, y'all don't want to pick me? I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. Boys, little boys. Or like when you're a kid, he got this one toy, but he don't really know how to use it correctly. So somebody else about to pick it up and play with it. And they're like, oh yeah, this litty. And they're like, wait, hold on, that's my toy. Boy, little boy. Man, stop running from the belt. The belt coming. You scared. They scared. The truth is, they scared. They know how I get. They gonna say, oh yeah, BA did this, BA did that. BA did, you know that allegedly. But what they not gonna say is, BA suck at football because they know how I get. And they running from that belt that's on the way. It's inevitable. It's coming. Stop running. Stop being a female dog.
Stop being a female dog.
Stop being a little cat.
Being a little cat.
and stop running from the belt.
I don't even think this is real life.
I at least he kept it PG, right?
I mean, it was enough PG.
It is enough, but
There was a little bit of editing, but
what does that mean, though? Also, in the first example, like, why wouldn't you walk? I'm sorry, why wouldn't you walk away with your ball? If I'm not playing the game, why am I gonna let y'all use my ball? That might have just completely characterized me, but that's just how I look at it. But
no,
that was weird.
it was weird. But I mean, he's trying to make a point. The problem with the point, though, is so remember back in the day, remember Herm Edwards? You remember Herm Edwards for sure.
Yeah.
He used to say, "Don't press send." That was a big thing for him, with like social media when that was becoming a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those situations where Brandon Ayuk and his team probably shouldn't have hit send.
Yeah.
But the thing is, multiple eyes were on this, or at least it was a second look because it was edited. Grant Paulson pointed this out, and I thought it was massive. It's edited because he put the slow-mo of him repeating himself in here. So it wasn't just like a one-time deal and he hit send, right? He had to edit it, or he had someone edit it. So someone looked at it and they were like, yep, this is good. You should post that on social media. Or he edited it and looked at it and said, yep, this is good to post on social media. Don't press send. Because yes, he's trying to send a point. It's just not a good look.
Yeah, like, who is he talking about? No one cares about these subliminals. You're not Drake. Like, we don't need to hear this. So just figure it out. Like, talk to your agent, figure it out, get on the field. That's what everybody wants to see you at, because that's where you're right. You don't suck at football. You're really good at football. We want to see you play.
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously insinuating that the 49ers are the ones that are playing games.
Yeah.
And that they're the ones that's going to get the belt. Like, all of that stuff. But there's also a better way to get that message across. And I just think it comes off it just comes off wrong.
It comes off like he's just, I don't know. It just seems very, I'm not even going to do all that, but please get on the field, Brandon. Please get on the field, Brandon.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
It also plays into the stereotype.
A diva receivers?
You shouldn't have, sure. Sure. There's another stereotype too. But it's just, don't press send. Don't press send. That's where I'm at. All right, we got to move on because we want to talk about the DC Defenders because they're in the title game for a second straight year. They're hoping to defend the UFL title, and they get to do it at home at Rowdy Audi. And it was after they came across where they finished the regular season. They lost 4 in a row. They're without their starting quarterback, Jordan Tiamo. They're able to find a victory in the semifinals, and here they are playing for a title.
Yeah, and watching that game against Orlando, you could see that this team, granted, the playoffs in this league is a lot shorter than the NFL. That doesn't really matter. It's still the playoffs. This team is hot. This team is hot. They're clicking on defense. Guys are getting to the quarterback. You got guys coming out of retirement and quitting work to play for the DC Defenders. Like, this team is clicking on all the right cylinders, but this is what we expected out of them. This is, for years on end, been one of the better teams in this league, and we're seeing it on full display. Quarterback goes down. They're having that Philadelphia 2017 run right now.
Yeah, for sure. And, of course, they were hype after the game, so we do want to check in. This is the post-game speech from head coach Shannon Harris after they clinched their spot into the title game.
Way to show some resiliency. Way to show some grit. The way this game played off is an example of us all year, man. Stand in the fight. Stand in the fight. We said this is going to be 60 minutes. We gave up all our mulligans, right? We used up all our mulligans those last 4 games. And we brought it for the biggest game because it was the next game for us. Hey, we knew we only had 60 minutes that was guaranteed. But we put some money into the bank, we deposited it, and got 60 more minutes, right? God is great. God is beyond amazing, man. God is beyond amazing. When you're doing things right, man, you just keep doing good. Don't get discouraged and don't give up. Great things that happen, man. Proverbs 27:17. As one man sharpen another, as iron sharpen irons, one man sharpen another, right? Man, what a job, man. What a job. Yeah. Hey, let's get a prayer, man. Hey, let's get a prayer. Let's get a prayer Let's get cleaned up, and let's get out of here. Hey, what are they going to say now, right? What are they going to say now? What are they going to say now? I told you, man, God had a bigger plan for us to have that game at home, right? And I promise you guys, when you show it like that, look, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. Let's continue to stay together. Continue to stay together. The terror must be maintained, or the empire is doomed. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
All right, so Shannon Harris was actually using that whistle in a lot of the pregame speech to just corral the troops because it was so loud in there. Sometimes I kind of wish I had the whistle in the sports department sometimes.
You don't need to be corralled.
When the group is together,
We're good. We don't need to be corralled.
the whistle would be nice.
We're good. We're disciplined. We move like the 2017 Warriors.
2017 Warriors.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right. We got to move on now. We got to move on. Coming up on the show, we're going to hear from Grant Polson. He's going to chime in on West Virginia going to the College World Series and what that tournament means to him. That's coming up next on Game Night. Welcome back into Game Night. Derek Forrest. Earlier today, I caught up with Grant Polson, and we talked a little bit about the Commanders. They're entering their third week of OTAs, their third and final week of OTAs, and I asked Grant, what are some of the biggest storylines coming out of camp for him?
It's easy and lazy, but frankly, the development of Daniels in a new offense, I think, is going to be the biggest story of the year, right? Quarterback position is that important. The choice to stick with David Blau in the building as your OC, who's never done it before, super important. And it's an entirely new look with him being under center. They're going to be booting and play action, moving him around, moving the pocket. So I want to see what that looks like. I also think, are they going to dial up some of the blitzes and the pressures we get to see, or is that something they're just going to do behind the scenes in anonymity when we're not around and just have the media see some of the base defense looks? That's kind of been what it's like for the first couple days of OTAs, it sounds like. So those are some of the things. It's big picture scheme stuff, 2 new coordinators, the process of really dialing in those, units on both sides of the ball with their way that they're going to be operating with the new philosophies.
Is that anything that you're concerned about, the fact that there's a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator with this time?
It's a good question. I'm not overly concerned about that, no, but I think it's interesting because it could mean that it helps you in the first couple of weeks because nobody knows what you're running. But it could go the other way, right? Where, there's a process where you're learning things, especially on offense schematically, especially if, the under center stuff and the drop back play action game and the footwork stuff for Daniels doesn't come easily. I think it will, by the way. He's an incredible athlete, and it sounds like so far it's gone very well. But yeah, I guess I'm curious. I'm not concerned at all, but I'm putting a lot of interest in those storylines for sure.
DC Defenders, we were talking last week about how they backed their way into the postseason after losing 4 straight, but here they are in the championship game over at Audi. How you feeling about this?
Yeah, sports, man. Pretty fun. You need your defense to show up. You need your quarterback who's embattled and struggled since taking over to play his best game. You need your kicker who's the best in the league where they give you an extra point for booting 60-yarders to come through, and it was kind of an all-hands-on-deck operation for them. Seems like their head coach, Shannon Harris, revels in these situations. He kind of prepares them for this adversity with some of their mantras and axioms and catchphrases and the way they operate that they've handled over multiple years now. These kind of slaps to the face like love taps and keep moving on. Not having Tamu, I think, is going to be really hard to win the championship, but the fact that it's at home is a great thing for them in D.C., and I hope they get a great turnout. It's going to be opposite the Nats game, I think, in the Navy Yard, so I don't love that. I don't know why it's a 3 o'clock game when the Nats are playing at 4, but I'll take it. I mean, it's cool that they have a home championship game.
We have a fairly local team in West Virginia playing in the College World Series for the very first time in program history. Have you ever been to the College World Series, and what does the College World Series represent or mean to you? If you
I love watching it. I've never been. It's on my bucket list, honestly. It's like maybe one of the top 2 or 3 things I've never done that I want to. At Omaha and the old Rosenblatt and some of the stadium, that they've added to now, and it's beautiful out there. But I think it's just a romantic form of baseball. It's really an incredible watch. The college game, while it gets a lot of the headlines negatively for like celebrating and bat flipping and screaming, when you get a strikeout or whatever, it's like any NCAA sport, it's less amateur than it's ever been, I suppose. It's now in some ways it's a pro game to an extent. But I think that the style of play is exciting. I think it's fun. The metal bats make it awesome. The velocity the ball flies off the bat and the home runs that are hit. The tournament itself, just like the NCAA tournament for basketball or the World Cup coming up, is tremendous. So it's one of my favorite events of the year. It's smack dab at a great month in this time frame. It's kind of slow right now. They drop it in weekends. You can sit there and watch the game. It's a nice soundtrack to summer. So I'm a big College World Series guy, and what's going on at West Virginia and them playing the anthem and the kids singing with the crowd is pretty awesome.
See that in the middle there? It's Pat McAfee.
Oh, it was.
It was Pat McAfee.
Oh, it was. I saw that face. I'm like, wait a second. That's crazy. Yeah, Pat.
Yeah.
There we go, Pat.
Yeah. Got to root on his alma mater, West Virginia.
I forgot I went there.
Yeah. All right. Coming up on the show, Tiger Munn's going to catch up with Lauren Betts of the Washington Mystics as she's getting settled in on her rookie season. It's coming up next on Game Night. Welcome back into Game Night. Derek Forrest alongside Tiger Munn. We are talking about the Washington Mystics as they continue their 2026 season, still trying to find their stride a little bit, and also still trying to find their stride is rookie forward or center, if you will, Lauren Betts. And next to you, she looks like Wimby.
Yeah, yeah, she does. Please don't take a note of the height difference. But I did not have any chairs for me to sit on. But Lauren Betts was one of the most hyped up rookies coming into the season for good reason. She won Most Outstanding Player in the NCAA tournament, winning the NCAA tournament championship, and coming in as a 4th overall pick. A lot of hype of her. The stats might not look it, but she is steadily improving every game. You can see it in her offense, defense, and just confidence. And I was able to speak with her about, just coming into the WNBA and getting settled as she is early into the season.
How are you feeling first 9 games into your rookie season being with this team, and now that you kind of have like some games and some sample size to kind of see what the WNBA is like?
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, I'm just, I love this team. I love this organization and all that they've done for me so far. And I feel like I'm just continuing to grow and get better and learn from everyone. So it's been really great.
And for you personally, just how have you kind of seen how defenses and offenses playing for you now that they have a little bit of tape on you? Have you seen kind of differences between college and pro? And off that, just how have you kind of seen your game grown adjusting to that?
No, I feel like it's been the same. I mean, people are just a little bit stronger and a lot more physical than college, but I feel like, double teams are still going to be there. People are still going to be physical. It's a physical game, and being a post player, it's never easy. So I think just continuing to make the right reads and make the right decisions and just staying patient.
Speaking of patience, you're coming off of the bench right now. Shakira is in front of you. Just what have you been able to learn from Shakira since she's been here for a while, played at a high level?
Yeah, I mean, she's having a great season, and she finishes around the rim really well, and she's just continuing to be, really strong for us and consistent. So, all props to her. She's a great teammate, and yeah, I learn from her every day, and she continues to just pour confidence into me.
One of the things fans, I'm sure the other teams and you guys have seen just how quickly this team has grown together and how tight-knit you guys are. Just tell me about that relationship with your teammates and how much fun you have just coming to work every day.
Yeah, I mean, we really do enjoy each other's company, and I feel like it just makes us want to play for each other and win games. So I feel like, when we're consistently just bringing joy every single day, it shows in the way we play. So we're just going to continue to do that throughout the season.
And, I've talked to Kiki a few times already, and she said it's a long season. Have they kind of told you the same thing? There's a lot of season left. There's a lot more in store for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all about recovery and taking care of yourself and just doing what you need to do to mentally, go into every single day ready to compete at your best, because it is a long season, and we're about to hit a stretch where we play a lot of games. So just making sure you're doing the right things.
And have you felt about the fan reception at home games and away games too? We've heard some Mystic fans over at some of the arenas you guys been in away.
No, they're there. They are definitely there. We appreciate all the support, and yeah, I mean, they're loud and they're very, very there.
All right, so that was Lauren Betts as the Mystics still trying to work their way up the Eastern Conference standings in the WNBA.
Yeah, they had a lot of impressive wins, but it's that consistency. There's been kind of win-loss with this team. But I have a lot of confidence in them. When Sonia Citron gets her three-pointer going, this team will be off to the races, and I mean will be.
Yeah, for sure. All right, coming up on the show, Baltimore Orioles have City Connect sneakers that we want to show you guys. That's coming up next on Game Night. Welcome back into Game Night. Derek Forrest alongside Tiger Munn. We're talking close in this one, but it's a little bit of baseball. The Baltimore Orioles earlier today, already sold out. Came out with their, and I'm curious to see what you think of it. You haven't seen them yet, right?
I have not. I've been kind of holding myself from just so I can get a full reaction.
They came out with their City Connect sneakers and their Nike Air Max 1s.
Mm-hmm.
These are them right here. What do you think?
Okay. I like that. I like how the green fades it. I like the green, the orange stitching around the swoosh, the off-white, like the pearl kind of off-white on the overlay, and then like underneath the toe mesh is like that like solid white. I didn't even see the interior. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. How much?
$150.
That's really not that bad.
Nah, I mean, that's average for sneakers now.
Yeah, that's really not that bad. So, are like the fans, is this at the team store or the fans like?
This was at the team store this morning. They were released at like 10 a.m. They were already sold out. You can also get them online at the team store as well, online.
Okay.
If the Yankees, they're kind of boring though, came out with like, they don't do City Connects, but if they came out with like a pinstripe type style shoe, would you buy it?
Yeah, I definitely would. I would. The only thing that is going to be keeping in mind is just the price of it because it's the Yankees. We're the most like hype beast, overhyped team ever. So that I think the price was like $150 for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add an extra $100 for the Yankees.
Yeah, I think if the Mets did a City Connect, because now it puts your entire fit together with the jersey, the matching shoes. I mean, you could always buy, you know what I mean? But like, on point.
Yeah, that would be a lot of money too. The Mets and Yankees would both probably be the most. Yeah. And Dodgers.
And Dodgers, of course.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to get out of here. That's going to do it for another edition of Game Night for Tiger Munn. I'm Derek Forrest. Have a good night.